What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about ridiculously overpowered protagonists who also happen to be attending some sort of a magical school. It's going to be an interesting list. Now, please note that these aren't arranged in any specific order. They'll be coming at you randomly. Well then, shall we begin? Well then, let's see what we've got. The first one on our list is Mairimashita 𝐒𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴 Welcome to Demon School, 𝐒𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴. The protagonist is a 14-year-old boy named 𝐒𝐒𝐴𝐴, and honestly, the past 14 years of his life have been very sad. Even though he's underage, he still has to work and make money for his parents, while they go about their lives irresponsibly. And then one day, his parents go too far. They sell him to a demon for some good cash. 𝐒𝐒𝐴's anxiety stats go off the charts, but soon enough, he realizes that the demon didn't just buy him as food. Not at all, in fact. The demon just wanted a grandchild, so that he can pamper him, and also make him attend the demon school. 𝐒𝐒𝐴 is relieved, but little does he know that the demon is Sullivan, and he is the chairman of the school. And now everyone expects 𝐒𝐒𝐴 to become the Demon King. This is a very wholesome and refreshing anime, so if you have ever been a fan of shonen anime, definitely check it out. Plus, the second season is currently ongoing. You can binge the first season and then catch up. 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸𝐵 Fashi. With each episode being 18 minutes long, this anime tells us the story of a not-so-friendly high school student named Mofan. He somehow ends up in a different world, and to his surprise, this new world centers around the idea of magic instead of science. There are schools, and those with the most potential are taught the art of magic. As for Mofan, even in his new life, he's the son of a poor laborer and his sister is crippled. The family has its worries, but Mofan plans on enrolling in the school so that one day he can repay his father for everything he has done for him. Before long, he is fortunate enough to enroll, but because of his poor family and background, he becomes the laughingstock of the new school. Now, how will Mofan move forward in the middle of this uncomfortable dilemma? Sensei Shitara Slime Data Ken. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Is an epic adventure fantasy. The first part of the second season aired earlier this year, and the second part will be coming up in a few months. This is the perfect time to get into this anime if you haven't already. The anime features the story of a 37-year-old corporate worker who meets his doom, and in his final moments he tells his friend that he must get rid of his hard drive, and just like that, he kicks the bucket. However, he gets reincarnated as a slime. And not only that, he's also given very versatile abilities that allow him to absorb various skills, like a slime. Get it? On his very first adventure, he meets the legendary dragon Veldora, and the two of them not only become friends, but also give each other full names. The slime is now Rimuru Tempest, but this is still just the start of his journey in this fantasy world. 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸𝐴 no Meigo, Wise Man's Grandchild. The story takes place in a fantasy world where a certain man is hailed as a national hero. However, he himself doesn't care about fame and glory. He would rather live a quiet, peaceful life. And that's what he does. He lives in the rural woods and spends his time raising an orphan he saved. His name is Shin. And even though he's being raised as a kid, he actually happens to be a Japanese salaryman who was isekai'd to this world. Years pass by, as Shin gradually nurtures his natural talent, and now at the age of 15, he is enrolled in the kingdom's magic academy. But considering how he's lived alone with foster grandfather for the past 15 years, a social life might be a little too much. Will Shin be able to handle it? 𝐻𝐴𝐴𝑔ura no Aesthetica, Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. Now this one is interesting, in the sense that it's not just one person who gets isekai'd to a fantasy world. Ever since the discovery of a certain syndrome 30 years ago, thousands of people have traveled to fantasy worlds, and sometimes there are rare cases in which an individual somehow manages to keep the special magic abilities they acquired in those fantasy worlds. As for the protagonist, his name is Akatsuki Osawa, and he pulls off a major feat. Not only does he defeat the Demon Lord, he also kidnaps his daughter and brings her to Earth. And now, as she poses as his sister, the two of them enroll in a special magic academy on Earth, which is designed for those who return with magical capabilities. 𝐒𝐡𝐴 Tsukai no Worldbreak, Aria of Curse for a Holy Swordsman. This story takes place in an unusual fantasy world. There are those who somehow retain the memories of their previous lives, and they are trained at a private academy to utilize their potential in order to defeat monsters called metaphysicals. There are two types of these students. Some of them can summon offensive weapons while others specialize in using magic. And the actual story begins when the main character, Moroha Haimura, meets a certain girl who then reveals to him that she was his sister in a previous life, while Moroha himself was a prince. And it's not just her. Little by little, he comes across several girls who reveal their connection in their previous lives. This is indeed an interesting plot, though the anime itself is heavily centered around the harem genre. So if you decide to watch it, don't expect too much in terms of plot. Isekai no Seikishi Monogatari Tenshi Moyu, War on Geminar. This one is a 13-episode long OVA, but each episode is more than 40 minutes long, so you can think of it as a 26-episode long anime season. The main character is a 15-year-old boy named Kenshi. He is unexpectedly brought to the world of 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸 without any prior warning, and the only way he can return to his home is by assassinating the new princess. He just has to pilot a sacred mechanoid and do the job. It's that simple, but during the conflict he's captured alive, and after they discover that the pilot is a male, they are fascinated by it. The queen makes him her attendant, and it's quite rare to witness a male in 𝐒𝐮𝐻𝐸. Now he has to accompany the princess to a prestigious academy as her attendant. But little does he know that things are about to get very complicated. Mahoka Koku no Retuse, the Irregular at Magic High School. The story takes place in the distant future where magic is treated as science, and it is taught it's a technical skill. There is Tatsuya and his sister Miyuki. Both of them are geniuses in their own rights, but when they enroll in the Magic High School, Miyuki gets to be in the first course, while Tatsuya ends up in the second course. It doesn't seem like much, but the difference is transparent. Those in the second course are considered weeds, while those in the first course are the elites. That's why there's a lot of discrimination too. But what people don't know is that Tatsuya is a mutant prodigy. His skills in magic go beyond anyone else. Most people can't even comprehend what he's capable of. His very existence is a national treasure. Tokyo Ravens. There's a special kind of magic that was used by the Japanese during the Second World War, and the intent was to establish Japan as the dominant nation, but it didn't work well at all. An unexpected disaster took place, and the after effects of the disaster are still lying dormant in Tokyo. And now, in the present day, a special organization is there to protect the people from demons who may pose potential danger. As for the magical technique, it has become mainstream. It now has several applications in various fields. Then there's the main character. It sucks to be him because unlike most people, he doesn't have the talent for this magical technique. However, he can't avoid the events that are about to take place, and he can't ignore an old promise either. His life is about to get very complicated. 𝐜𝐴 no Futeki Kusha, the misfit of Demon King Academy. The protagonist of this anime is the textbook definition of overpowered. You can try to kill him, but can you really kill him? You can get killed by him, but will he really let you die? His name is 𝐼𝐻 Voldegoat, and he's Demon King himself. He's been reincarnated after a good long 2,000 years and is currently a student at the Demon King Academy. I'd say if you enjoy power fantasy, this one is going to be a banger. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it and leave a comment. And if you're new to the channel, you should consider turning that red subscribe button gray. I post regular content multiple times a week. I know that I didn't cover all the relevant anime in this video. So if you have something to recommend, you can let us know in the comments below. Well then, see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay safe and watch anime.